Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, I eat folks sampler platter videos, series videos I do for the water. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat the stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that at the time I'm doing this, folks, there's no denying it. I'm extra grody today. But we'll get to that. Yes, indeed, folks, the format of the show is really, really simple. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try some stuff out for you. I'm going to let you know how it is. Then you can use your monies that you make by whatever means you do. I don't know what you do to make your money, so I'm not going to judge. That's not my place. But you're going to use, and you don't even have to use money, technically. Again, that's not my place. I mean, I'm not going over there and sponsoring the stealing of things, but, that's on your end of things. Don't steal stuff. Unless you need to. But anyway, so I'm going to try some shit out. I'm going to yammer on about it. And I'm inside my truck, clearly. And I'm also wearing my super grody work clothes. Typically, when that's the case, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found a thing to review. That's very much the case today. It's also why I'm extra grody. I did try my best to get somewhat clean, but I'm a little bit, you can kind of see. Ooh, it's industrial paint. Hooray. I tried, folks. It's some days when I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm climbing under stuff and there's metal dust and paint and all kinds of stuff. I can only do what I do. But what else can I do? Well, I can go over there and review stuff. Specifically, today, I'm going to review, boom! It is leaded rocket fuel, leaded energy drink, your daily liftoff. I don't typically think of lead when I think of, things that should be in my body. They're good for if, I'm getting x-rays to be over my body. Or for whatever reason I need to avoid Superman for a while. But not typically in an energy drink. And, I get what they're going for with it, but, it's not. If you look up, the history of, leaded fuel, it's, one of the worst, ecological things that's ever happened. Ever. It's really bad. The guy who invented it was a fucking monster. He knew it was terrible, and still was just whatever, money and shit. It's really bad. Seriously, look up the history of leaded fuel. You will be shocked and appalled. You will want to punch that guy's family forever. Don't do that. They didn't do it. It's not their fault, but their ancestor was a dickbag. So apparently I paid $2.39 for this. And I figured, why the hell not? It's got a little spaceman on it. He looks to me like a cosmonaut. I'm going to call him a cosmonaut. But, so I don't know, dude. I just was sure, I've never heard of this. It's red and pretty looking. It's got the weird leaded aspect to it, so, sure. Is there anything? It's got 100 calories. It's got 116 milligrams of caffeine. That's actually not that much by energy drink standards. These days, 150 to 120 is pretty standard, even going, into the 200 and 300 range, depending. So, but let's give it a shot. Hopefully it'll at least taste good. Apparently it's distributed by Ricky Rockets Fuel Centers, Hoffman Estates. Hooray! I know where that is. That's super fizzy. Oh no, this is going to taste like generic energy drink, isn't it? Oh no. Yup. Generic shitty energy drink flavor. Thought we'd move past this, folks. I really did. It seemed like we'd pretty much gotten rid of the crappy generic energy drink flavor for the most part. But apparently it's still hanging around in Hoffman Estates. If you've been fortunate enough to not have crappy generic energy drink flavor, it tastes like bad Monster. Like the base Monster, the green stuff. It tastes like just bad, like a shittier version of that. It's kind of a citrus flavor, but not in the most pleasant way, like not like in a, like in a nice Mountain Dew kind of way. I'll say this. As I've gotten older, I've become less affected by the shitty generic energy drink flavor, whereas comparatively, I distinctly remember when Monster first became like a thing. And I still remember this. Me and my friend Mike, hi Mike, sometimes you watch my videos, love you buddy. We were trekking somewhere, and we stopped off at a gas station. Mike was driving, and they had a little thing on the outside displaying, that they had Monster Energy. And neither of us knew what the hell it was. Mike went inside, he went over there, and he got some. I think he got one of each, one of the the normal, and then like the zero sugar one, the blue one. And he tried them, and he liked them. And he's like, dude, give this a go. And I tried them, and I did not like them. And subsequently, I've continued to not like them very much. But again, I've become less hateful of them, I guess. I don't know if that's because my taste buds are dying, or if, I'm just older and I just can't be bothered to have that much energy to dislike things on that level anymore. But yeah, man, it's just... There's really not a lot to say. It's... Like, it has a citrusy tang to it that isn't terrible. It's got a weird aftertaste that I don't like, though. That's where you can tell that it's a little bit cheapier, because Monster does a pretty good job of having a consistent flavor. The cheaper ones will usually have like a heavier flavor at the front end, and then kind of the ass end will be a little bit shitty. And that's what this is. I mean, it's okay. I don't hate it for what it is. But at the same time, it's exactly what it is. And it's just a crappy generic energy drink. I mean, the flavor's not awful, but two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? No. Why? In a universe where there's so many energy drink flavors now, and a lot of them are really good. I've reviewed a lot of them on my show over the years. There's just no reason for this anymore. I mean, and the thing is, it costs like $2 or something like that. Like, if this cost $1, excuse me, I could have given it to it. Been like, all right, it's $1. Sure. $1 energy drink still has value. Because at the end of the day, you're going over there, a lot of times with energy drink stuff, you're not drinking it for flavor purposes anyway. You're doing it for the little burst of energy you get. But even then, like I said, it's only 116 milligrams, which is low for an energy drink. So not only are you paying over $2 for it, you're not really getting that big a hit of caffeine energy. So, yeah, man, it's just, I don't see a point to this. It doesn't taste great, although it's not horrible, but, there's just so much better stuff out there than this. Why? Anyway, folks, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of months, stupendous rest of your year. And folks, you can go over there and have yourselves a truly rocket-tastic rest of your life. But, I'm not talking about this bullshit. I'm talking, during the space race program, what with the astronauts and the cosmonauts, and, when we made it to the moon. And we made it to the moon, by the way. We made it to the moon, we made it to the moon, we made it to the moon. Also, the Earth isn't flat. I typically don't try to be particularly controversial, but I don't feel like that's being controversial. I really don't. If you feel otherwise, you're allowed to do so, but I disagree. Not even respectfully in that regard. Sorry. I'm not even sorry about it. The world isn't fucking flat. Went on a weird tangent there. But anyway, final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in your world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But we can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, that's not always the easiest thing to do in the world. Especially when you got crappy generic energy drinks still existing for no reason whatsoever. That can piss you off. That can make your day a little bit shitty. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in your life. Hopefully do better for yourself and for those around you. Very final thing, folks. Do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're not going to go over there and try out Leaded Rocket Fuel energy drink because, honestly, why would you? And instead, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're this boy. Okay, maybe you're the kid that they modeled this after, and you happen to be the son of the Leaded Energy Drinks company or what the fuck ever, the Ricky Rockets Fuel Centers. And maybe you're going to go to them and you're going to be like, Dad, I know we've got this whole energy drink empire that we're doing out of Hoffman Estates, but I watched this fat guy on YouTube. He was extra grody. I think he knows what he's talking about. I think we need to change it up, man. And he'll be like, no, we've been making this stuff for generations and blah, 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 blah. And he's all crotchety and he's like an oil baron type of guy, except he's an energy drink baron. Oh, I could make such a good story out of that. But anyway, it's a whole power struggle thing. And then at the end, like he's like crushed by a bunch of like energy drink stuff. And, you have a final moment together where you profess your love for each other. You always loved each other. And you're going to carry on the business. You're going to do it right. Or conversely, just drink a fucking better energy drink than this. Bye.